Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through how we created this look and this week's DreamSnap for Sugary style. This is an outfit challenge, and it says, time to get sweet and stylish. Put together an outfit inspired by your favorite candy. Mandatory 3 cute, 3 playful, bonus quirky, and Wreck-It Ralph. So what I decided to do is go with the Mickey donut ears and the Choco Croc that we got for playing in the first, I think, week of the game, going into early access. These are some of my favorite OG outfit and critter things that I have, and I wanted to kind of match the croc vibes with the rest of my outfit and my DreamSnap and make it very pinky purpley. So that is my inspiration, and I wanted to also include this hairstyle because it has candy stuck to my hair, similar to how the Choco Croc is covered in candy as well. So let's go ahead and look at these tags and see what we came up with. So the first thing I started with was the skirt because I knew I wanted to use one of the candy laden skirts, but I wanted to make sure that it was as high a tags as possible. So again, the tags this week are cute, playful, quirky, and Wreck-It Ralph. And this one fits all 4 tags, so I definitely wanted to utilize it. I went again with the pink one to match my Choco Croc. If I'm wearing a skirt, I try to put a pair of shorts or pants underneath it. For this look, I knew I wanted to use these stockings, so I didn't want to cover them with pants. So I went to look into the shorts. There's nothing that has the Wreck-It Ralph tag. Not many things do for the outfit. So we went with the next best thing, one that had the other 3 tags. And we have the purple woven shorts underneath it because you can't see them, so it doesn't really matter which one of these we selected. For our socks, let's see how many tags these fit. So playful, cute, and quirky. This is actually a max tag as well, so you'll probably see a lot of these skirts and a lot of these stockings to try to boost the tags. So I am indeed wearing these. I knew I didn't want to wear anything too formal on the shoes, so I wanted to wear some sneakers. So let's go ahead and look at, again, nothing's going to be Wreck-It Ralph here, but there are a lot of shoe options here that you could choose from. I originally was going with the pink dolly shoes, but the color didn't match as well as these pink and yellow Mickey sneakers, so that's what I went with, more of a magenta shoe. Again, we're not wearing any pants. For our gloves, we are just wearing some rings to help with the tags. Wreck-It Ralph is not going to apply here either. But let's see how many tags we can get here. Okay, so all of these options were 3 tags, and I went with the gold Cocorico. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. Because you're not gonna really be able to see what rings I'm wearing anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I didn't want to wear any gloves, though. I knew that. For bracelets, let's see here. We have cute, playful, quirky. It's so hard to remember that every time. This is not a Wreck-It Ralph. But out of these 3 tag options, the only one that really matched, other than maybe some of these basics, was the pink shepherdess watch from Toy Story, so I went ahead and put that on, even though again you're not really going to be able to see it. For our back, this is another area where we can get another Wreck-It Ralph tag, so we are obviously going to use one of these Ida bags or the Pixel Sword and Shield to accomplish that. And I wanted to again stick on theme with the pink and have a little bit of that show through. So I went with the pink bag for my backpack. For my top, there was a variety of different tops that you could use. I didn't want to have too much color on my top because the background and my outfit is already going to be very colorful. There's nothing under the Wreck-It Ralph theme for this, but there's all these different options available for that. I really love the Crisscross Your Heart top. It's the one that I originally was going to go for, but it has a collar which prevented me from putting on anything in the necklace category except like scarves potentially, and I wanted to include another tag. Plus, I feel like a lot of people might choose this one this week because it's a newer top that we have, and it's pink. So I didn't want to kind of play into that. Again, anything long sleeve or very high necked can potentially limit your tags with bracelets and necklaces. If it wasn't this theme, I probably would have went with the off-the-shoulder shell crop top, but I went ahead and went for the frilly white top. Again, just to keep it neutral, and it gives a little bit of texture on the shirt, but it doesn't, I feel like, take away from what I'm trying to accomplish. And then for the coats, again, I don't know if there's anyone in this category for Wreck-It Ralph that is all of the tags. No. There are certain tops that are jackets that are Wreck-It Ralph, like Shank's jacket, or I think the candy racer jacket that we got from Vanellope. But again, I feel like a lot of people are going to be using those, and I ended up finding that my favorite jackets in the game were all three of the other tags. So I went with my favorite jacket in the game, the light blue Mickey Mouse patch jean jacket, because it has these pink polka dots. And again, I think that the little touches of pink really tie it together. And again, staying true to myself here, I really like this jacket. For our necklace, let me just see here. I don't, again, think there's anything for Wreck-It Ralph in this category with these tags. No, there's not. But we have the gold treasure medallion, which is one of my favorite necklaces. I use it all the time in a lot of different looks. So I wore this for the 3 extra tags, but of course I'm not going to wear any of these scarves. They don't fit the theme. I don't want a reindeer cinch scarf with this outfit. So even though I could probably get other tags and get even higher by putting a scarf on top, I felt like it would take away from the look that I was going for. For our earrings here, let's just double check. Again, I don't think there's one for max tags. And these are the next 3, but again, none of these fit the theme that I was going for. So the next thing I do is typically take off the other bonus tag, but that didn't work either. So usually trying to mix the other tags with the bonus tag to see if there's anything else. So these are quirky and cute. They're the chic pink sheep earrings, and again they have a little bit of pink on it, the white, and I just thought they were whimsical. Out of all the ones that I could have used, I feel like these ones fit best with the color scheme, at least, not necessarily with the theme itself, but if I'm thinking like sugary, vanilla pea, pink, and like whimsy, childlike things, I think these work. And for glasses here, again, I don't think there's anything for Wreck-It Ralph. No. So these fit the other tags. I was originally going to go for one of these retro shades, but I don't like covering up my eyes. So I don't use sunglasses or like goggles or visors very often. So I went with the only other like glasses in this part, which are the green wireframe, because you're not really going to be able to tell the difference. Plus, there's a little bit of green on my Choco Croc, so I think it works. And then again, like I mentioned, I was wanting to use one of these donut Mickey ears. Originally, I think I was going for the pink one, like the strawberry one. But again, I feel like a lot of people might use that this week, and I wanted to stand out a little bit. We do have a candy racer helmet, but again, I didn't want to cover up my face and hair, so I didn't opt to get this extra Wreck-It Ralph tag. Plus, I didn't have enough of the broken lollipops to make the finish line. So I wasn't going to be doing like a racing theme again, which I think a lot of people might do. And I was just going to go wing it basically, so that I don't think this really would have fit the aesthetic of the picture that I ended up making. So 3 tag options are all of these. And again, I did originally start out with this one, but I felt like it blended in too much with the rest of the pink and honestly was a different color than I wanted. I did have on this as well. I do think a lot of people might wear that as well since we recently got Daisy. It does look good, but I wanted to lean into the putting together an outfit by your favorite candy or like sweets. So I wanted to do the donuts. So I stuck with that and went with this, like, it's one of the first head pieces that I had from the game. So we went with these like sprinkled white, and I like that it ties in the white throughout my outfit. I like doing that with my pictures, so that's what we went with. And then for our hair, like I said, I wanted to utilize this hairstyle. So I went and picked it. It did help with, I think, the playful tag. It gave me an extra tag for that. And then ended up switching my hair color to this dark, like burgundy, with a little bit of a dusty pink, which turned out on my hair more like a hot pink. So I think that that really tied it together. And then I also changed my lipstick to kind of mirror that same thing, but we went a couple shades lighter on the middle of my hair. And with my eyes as well, I did keep them neutral for this look, what I typically do, just because I think there was a lot of pink going on. And that is my entire outfit. Let's go ahead and take a quick shot here. So we ended up with 11 out of 3 and 13 out of 3, and a lot of these do actually have bonus tags as well, but that's what we came up with. So let's go ahead and switch over to the footage of me actually creating a background for this. It was a lot of trial and error in regards to figuring out where I wanted it to be. I went over to Eternity Isle, tried a lot of different things, didn't like it. I ended up in my Forest of Valor, and I tore down an old DreamSnap for our camp Dreamlight camp, whatever it was, over there, and kind of did it on the cliff. of the Forest of Valor overlooking the beach area so that I could get the sky in the background. So let's go ahead and switch over to there and see how we came up with this photo. Okay, so I started out putting down Vanellope's house in the very back with the sweet house on the right, and then I switched my main house to the sweet house as well to have double of them, and I turned them around so you couldn't see the mailboxes and kind of framed them on the sides, and then filled in the entire area with the candy pathing. And here I'm using the cherry blossom trees along with the medium and large lollipops from Vanellope's quest and the candy trees from her quest as well to create kind of a Candyland background. I try a lot of different things because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I was doing this all on a fly. I didn't have any clue what I wanted for a background for this photo. So I was just trying all sorts of different things. So think about these little candy corns. I end up putting down two of Vanellope's race cars along with these rugs. The little lights don't make the cut, but the rugs and the carts do. I had some of these cotton candies from a different build in my inventory, so I threw those down and liked the look of those. I ended up putting all of the rugs in a straight line, moving the carts closer to it, and kind of moving the houses in as well a little bit closer to frame things in. I found these lit up pink like bee plants. I don't remember what they're called, and put those around just for some extra pink glow. And I love how that looked. I had to offset the houses a little bit just so they looked good on both sides. Again, with DreamSnaps, it's not what necessarily looks good in person, it's what looks good with the angle that you are working with and what you're trying to accomplish. So I always try to find the angle that I want and then move the items around me based on where I want my angle to be, and it may not always look aesthetic in person, but in the photo it will. And I ended up putting down some candy that I had left over that I had made when I was trying to do the pathing, and I was considering kind of a finish line without the finish line with balloons or the pennant. Didn't like it. I had these fountains, didn't like it. I wanted to try so hard to get the um, candy stand in the photo, but it just wasn't working. I brought in some of these pinky purple lights from Eternity Isle, the Orby ones, and put those in the back for some glow, along with these starlight projectors from the Bell bundle to give some glow in the background as well. At this point, I was like, you know what, we're gonna go for a bunch of different candies and a lot of glow. And I have never used fireworks in any of my DreamSnaps, so I was trying to incorporate that as well. I made more cotton candy, put down more actual candy around. Originally, I had the fireworks in the front, but I didn't like the way that it was looking, so I ended up later moving those to the back. I put more candy down the path that I was standing on the rugs to make it look like there was candy leading up to Vanellope's house. At this point, all the characters in the valley started to be annoying, so I first trapped Vanellope in, and then off camera, I trapped Olaf, Oswald. Um, I had Gaston, the Forgotten. Everybody was coming over. So I turned everyone off and trapped other people. Used these Halloween candy buckets for the very front because I felt like I was missing something in the foreground. Again, trying to figure out what to do. I end up putting glimmer in the front of the buckets to give some added glow. I added another firework on each side, so I have three. And I end up changing my idea of not holding the Choco Croc to holding him. So I had all my positioning from like over an hour of waiting to get the shot, and this is what we end up getting. And I absolutely love it. It looks like Vanellope's working on her car. There's lots of fireworks, lots of color, and it turned out absolutely great. And this is what we went with because, like I said, I spent so long trying to get the actual shot that at that point I was just like, this is what we're sticking with. So this is what it looks like small. I think that it'll be eye-catching on smaller screens and when compared to someone else. And this is what it looks like large and zoomed in. So I love that you can see the fireworks actually exploding in certain parts. I love the coloring of it. Um, I wish Vanellope had a different look on her face, but I literally spent forever just trying to get her to look in my direction, trying to run back and forth and turn these fireworks on. I wish they were auto on until you turn them off, especially for DreamSnaps. I had to move some of the trees around to where it was easier for me to get in there because I kept getting stuck on things while I was trying to turn on the fireworks. Let's see, it started raining at some point, so that's when I was playing more with the stance of my character and ended up deciding that I was going to hold him instead of picking him up and putting him down and letting his like confetti trail be on me. I thought this looked nicer. I also had a glitch where when I placed him down, his head was like in the actual floor, glitched into the floor, and no matter what I did, it wouldn't stop. So I had to close my game down and do it again. So there's lots of issues trying to get this DreamSnap to look this way, but I think that overall it turned out great, and I'm happy that I chose this area because I was able to clear out all the trees on this area of the forest and really get an expanded sky in the background to make the fireworks pop. And I think this will be like different than some people because I feel like a lot of people are gonna go for daytime shots, so I think this will maybe stand out. And not that I don't love it during the daytime because I the Forgotten is following me all over my valley. Guys, help, send help. But I think it looks great during the day. Like the colors really are beautiful, but with the glow aspect that I was going for, it just doesn't come off the same as it does in this photo when it's at night. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and that it maybe gave you some inspiration for yours. And if you are interested to see how this does, I will have a video coming out when we get the results, as well as all of my results are over on the Dreamers portal. So you can check there for historic results for my DreamSnaps, as well as see how many moonstones I have amassed over my DreamSnap career. It is getting up there. Last I checked, it was over $500 that I have earned from DreamSnaps in-game currency, and I love that aspect of being able to see what your lifetime moonstone achievement has been, especially when you're thinking about like how much money that I've saved that I didn't have to spend on premium items. Hopefully I can get to saving it again, but with the amount of new items in the premium shop, I think that those days are gone where I have thousands of moonstones sitting there that I've earned and have saved up. So we'll see. Alrighty. Well, I will see you next time, and we'll probably have some more videos or content, maybe on Twitch. We'll see about the new update coming out on the 26th, I believe. And I will see you next time. Bye.